Hello students, with us we have Jay today and he's going to be teaching us optics. So Jay, tell me, what are we going to be studying in this chapter?
Optics is basically divided into two topics, geometrical optics and wave optics.
Okay.
Geometrical optics deal with the properties and phenomena of light such as reflection, refraction and image formation due to different combination of lenses and mirrors.
Okay.
And wave optics deals with the different properties and phenomena of light due to the wave as a wave, such as diffraction, polarization, interference and Huygens principle.
Okay, so tell me from the JEE point of view, what are things that a student should keep in mind while they're studying this and practicing the problems that come ahead?
See, optics is very broad and is very important, and it involves lots of concepts but very less formulas. So most of the questions are based on experimental setups. So by changing small factors, different problems can be framed. So a student needs to practice a lot.
Okay, so the formulae are relatively very few, but where we apply them and how we mix and match them is something that's very important. So practice is something that's paramount. So can you tell me something interesting about the field of optics as such?
See, optics, the properties of light we see every day.
Like we see because of light.
We see because of light, and we see it every day.
Okay.
Like the color bands we see in DVD, which is due to the diffraction of light.
Okay.
The sparkling of diamond, which is due to total internal reflection.
Okay.
And
microwaves?
the microwaves.
Would that also come under optics, or is that just EM?
No, it's just EM waves. Optics just only deal with the light.
Okay, the visible spectrum.
Visible spectrum.
Right. So microwaves and ultraviolet rays won't be a part of it.
No.
As such. Okay. So what else? What other things?
See, the rainbow, which is due to the scattering of light.
Okay.
And there are many other illusions which you can figure out and which you could find it online.
Oh, so even like mirages.
Mirages are there.
So if you guys would have ever noticed, if you go to a हलवाई की दुकान and जो कढ़ाई पे वो खाना बन रहा होता है, उसके अगर आपने ऊपर से देखा होगा कभी भी, तो ऐसा लगता है कि जो बंदा उसके पीछे खड़ा है, उसके सामने से कुछ waves सी निकल रही हैं. That is actually because of what we call as a mirage technically, because it appears to be wavering, but what is actually happening is because of the light getting heated up, there are phenomena occurring with the visible light spectrum that we see it as a wavy thing, which is something very similar to mirages, and how on a hot day on a road, if you look far away, you see that there is shimmering on the road which looks like the road is wet or there's water, which is also how travelers in the deserts initially used to get confused and think that they're oases, because something which is very far away because of these particular phenomena that we're going to study would appear to be near them, and it used to mislead travelers a lot and things like this, right? So these are general things where optics becomes apparent to us. The lens through which this camera is being used to shoot our video, the glasses that I'm wearing as such, the Polaroid glasses that are worn by certain people are all applications of these properties of light as such, or what we come under the field of optics as such, right? But more than all of this, I think we need to focus on the kind of combinations that are made with lenses and mirrors and different properties of light. We need to practice these problems. You need to practice them a lot. And we can't stress on this enough, because as we said, the formulae are very few. You study some of these formulae even in your class 9th and 10th. So this isn't what the focus is on. The focus is on understanding the coordinate systems that are going to be used. The focus is on understanding how the path of the light ray will be when we look at it, and understanding the properties very, very thoroughly, and consequently practicing as much as we can. Because if you don't practice, you will mess up these questions, and JEE has very tricky questions on optics as such, but very easy once you've practiced them and once you understand the concept as such. So with this introduction, let us now dive into the questions.
Yeah.